Hey everybody, thought I would pop in. I haven't given you anything on this project lately because I haven't done anything on this project lately, but thought I would just pop in here real quick and give you a couple of updates. First of all, probably a week or two ago, I did actually pick up the steel rods that I need to reinforce the roof. And as I've explained before, I don't see any reason to replace this roof. It's got a couple little spots that are weak. Um, as you've gone back, watched the other videos, you've seen me use a torch to shrink and stretch metal and so forth. But there's only so far that can go. And I've done this technique before. Matter of fact, I did this on my 47 Ford in a door for sure. We did it on Joe's Charger in one spot on the rear cowl. Where we put in just a little piece of reinforcement rod underneath, and that gives you something to work against so that the metal will stop oil canning. Um, it works, and it can salvage a roof that can't be salvaged any other way without putting in an inch of Bondo or something like that. Um, so this roof's going to turn out great with that. So that's about all that's on this right now. Life's been really busy, and I just haven't worked on anything out here in quite a while. Been doing a lot of other things. Keeping up with mowing the lawn's been a full-time job. Got an interesting story on the new truck over there. I took it in yesterday to get a new key made for it because it's got the electronic key fob, and it's all coded and programmed and so forth. So they ordered it a few days ago. It came in. I brought the truck in yesterday to get the key programmed, and in order to program it, you had to update the computers in the truck. And I'm not sure how many there are, but they're quite a four. It was 4 software updates out, so took him quite a while to get it done. It kept giving problems and et cetera, et cetera. But he finally got all the software updates done. He had the PIN number from Chrysler to enter into the system so that he could get the programming for the key, and Chrysler's key coding system went down. Predicted to be 2 hours. This was at, I don't know, 3:30 or something like that. So we said, screw it. I had to work over in the cities today, and I was over there about half the day, and shot them a text over there, and they said, yeah, come on back, everything's working. So got in there at about 1:30. They brought the truck in, started programming the key again, and I can't remember the name of the module, but there was a lock in the system that they couldn't enter the key code into the system. So long story short, he gave me his truck, told me go for a couple hours. The fix for that is to just leave the key on for an hour and a half, and that's supposed to clear the lock out of the system, or else you have to replace that particular module. Fortunately, I didn't have to do that. It did reset and got it all programmed, and so I got the key. So anyway, I drove the truck home. This is the whole point of the story. And I had noticed in driving his truck, he's got a 2014 that has when you lock the doors, the tailgate locks too, which I thought is cool. This has a lock on the tailgate. I didn't know if it had the electric lock. So I shut the truck off, got out of it, hit the lock key, opened the tailgate, and the truck started. And I'm just standing there dumbfounded because I had both keys in my hand. So I go back in, I put the key back in the ignition hole, turn it to on, shut it off, doesn't stop. So I futz around with it for probably a minute, and it finally shut off. So me being the curious guy I am, I thought I got to do this again. So I got out, locked the truck, went, opened the tailgate, and the truck started again. No reason for it to. So long story short, I called him. He said, run back up. So I ran back up there. He went into the thing and found out that somebody at some point had installed a remote start device in the system. And the way that one worked is if you hit the power lock twice, it would start the truck. Well, I didn't hit the power lock twice, and he explained to me that he used to install these a few years ago, and they were causing all kinds of, he'd never seen this problem before, but they were causing all kinds of problems, like people driving at night and the headlights would shut off, or the horn would start blowing, or the door locks would unlock or lock, all kinds of blinkers would quit, just all kinds of weird stuff. So 5 minutes, he had that module unplugged because it's just a plug and play, threw it in the trash, and I'm on my way, and everything's good. So always something, but really happy with the truck. I drove it over to the cities today, and it runs great. So we're taking it on vacation this next week and going to have some fun with it. And then when we get back, I'll be pulling the trailer and seeing how it works doing that. So 390 plus horse in that new Hemi, and I just absolutely love it. So there you go. Rock on, guys.